Hey there guys, it's Silver, your host, and we are back with another part of Digimon World. Now, our plan is to get as much done as we can with this Nanimon before he fades away. And I apologise if one, I sound a bit groggy, and two, you hear hammers and banging outside, because it's like not even 9 o'clock yet. And my neighbours have decided that it's a fine time at like 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that, to start doing construction and hammering roof tiles and that kind of thing. So if you hear that in the background, I apologise, but there's very little I can do apart from getting up and telling my neighbours to stop, which, you know, it's within their right to do construction, so... and DIY. Can't really question them on that. Let's get a bit more defense in, shall we? Okay. Oh, I think this Nanimon is about out of time. So I reckon this next part might be a training video of sorts. Yes, it looks that way. Yep, he's fading away. Okay, it seems Mike has faded away. Before fading away, he gave birth to a Digitama. He will be reborn with his abilities. Which egg do you want? Okay, it doesn't matter which we pick because this is a Nanimon run, whatever we do. You know, for interest's sake, we'll go with the blue one. Right. Okay. Good. It's Punimon. Very good. And apologies if I do sound a bit groggy, as I was saying, because, oh my lord, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. And, as of the last kind of year, I haven't really been getting up early because of the world situation right now. I think I only woke up because it was so damn warm in the bedroom this morning. So I was like, nah, forget about this. I'm getting up. So, if I sound groggy, it's because this is an early morning recording, and that rhymes. Okay, so, yeah, this part is going... What do you mean I've got too many items? Oh, wait there. We can put the hair grower in the item bank. Right, what day are we on? 14. Tomorrow we need to pick up the rain plant. Have you heard? There is a strange plant growing in tropical jungle. Oh, it feels good. Sun rays. Right. So put the hair grower in the item bank. And then we will get to training. Now, to keep these parts from becoming sprawling, I will be... Do you have any... I nearly said, do you have any items with the business keeper? I'm saying things backwards now. Do you have any business with the item keeper? Yes, I do. Put that, where is it? Right. Put the... Yeah. Put the hair grower away. And put the medicine away. Right. Good. Now, there is a tactic I can use to get a Nanimon with the best stats possible. That is to basically train him up to a rookie and then train him right up to the point of digivolving to his champion form. And then right before he's due to digivolve, scold him and turn him into an Nanimon. Which means I can get some boosted training in while he's still in his rookie form to make our next incarnation a bit easier. So what are we looking like stat-wise? Absolutely freaking atrocious. Oh god. Oh god. This is not going to be fun, is it? We've got like the most basic stats that ever were basic stats. Okay, right. We can do this. So our first interest should be probably getting some health and MP up. Okay. Hungry boy. Hungry boy is hungry. Now, I won't show you every single second of this training because it will get too long-winded and you'll get bored. So what I'll do, at certain points, I'll cut and then fast forward. I'll either fast forward the training segments, or I will cut to later points in the training when we've made some progress. But we'll at least get our Digimon to his rookie form first. We'll do that much. Right. Toilet. Okay. Tired already? Tired already? Really? We've barely done anything. Then again, I suppose he is a baby. His function is to eat, sleep, and poop. Sorry, throat. Is a little bit. I always have a really scratchy kind of, congestion in the morning. Well, if I wake up really early anyway. And it's kind of making me feel, yeah. But hey. Alright, you better sleep, my dude. Okay. Very good. Sleep. We're not going to save. Now, we need to get a few more stats in. How about some brains? Right, and a bit of speed. Yep, he's digivolving. I apologize for what your ears will now have to endure, because Punimon is very loud. Okay, we have Sunomon. Alright, now then. What are your stats looking like? Still utter trash. Okay. Right. Bit of defense for you, my dude. Okay. Right. And a bit more MP and HP. what I'm gonna do to try and balance this out, I'm gonna raise his stats evenly. Right, needs to go to the toilet. And he's hungry. Typical baby Digimon here. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I need to go to the toilet. Thanks. Really appreciate it. Granted, I know that's literally the function of, you know, babies and toddlers. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need to go to the toilet. I mean, hey, the greatest achievement of a toddler is learning to walk. And, yeah, we've all been there. We've all been there. So, actually, you know what? How many bits have we got? You know what we might do to give him some slight stat buffs? Oh yeah, that's another hurdle of doing this run as well. Because your tamer level doesn't increase when your Digimon digivolves like it would when you get, you know, some of the better Digimon. He won't retain as much of his stats upon fading away as he usually would. Like, put simply, if I'd have got something that I usually do, like a Sentarumon, which is also my most viewed guide on the channel, by the way, from the Simple Digivolution guides. Thank you for that, guys. The support on that video is amazing. It's had over 7,000 views. But, yeah. If I'd have got something like a Sentarumon, then my tamer level would have gone up. And I think when your tamer level gets higher, there's no I think about it. When your tamer level gets higher, you retain slightly more of your stats upon fading away, which makes it slightly easier to train up your Digimon next time. Only very slightly, but it's there for time saving. You don't get that with Nanimon, because he's basically a secret Digimon, or as my friend Ace, you know, has said before, he's a punishment Digimon for not doing a good job. So you don't get any of those boosts, which makes things harder. And also, we're going to retain all the giant meat we can get over the next couple of days, purely because we have to give one to the Mojimon, and then when we get Vegimon into the city later on, we won't be able to get giant meat anymore. Well, not from Palmon at least, because Vegimon will take over the city. No, not take over the city, you know. You know, a lone Vegimon is going to dominate the city. No, what I mean to say is, he'll take over the meat farm, and we'll get sirloins. Right, okay. So the only way to actually get giant meat, you know, after Vegimon joins the city, is to get it from the market in Gear Savannah, which is only there for the first 15 days of the game, or 15 days of every, you know, in-game year. And obviously we're on day 15 now, so after today the market will disappear for the second half of the year, so we won't be able to get any giant meat until year 2, once we have Vegimon. Speaking of which, we're gonna go and pick up today's giant meat and our, you know, what you call it, words silver, our giant meat and the rain plant. Right, rain plant and giant meat. Excellent. 3 pieces of giant meat for today. Yeah, that, and we do need to give one of those giant meats. Oh, it's a rain fruit plant. Excellent. We can now get Vegimon into the city whenever we're ready. Okay. I do realise this next part is pretty much just going to be an hour of training. So I hope you don't mind that. Right. Okay. Like I said, we're going to raise our Digimon stats evenly. So next is a bit more offense. And a bit of defense. Right. And it's usually an in-game day between an in-training Digimon digivolving to a rookie. So we've probably got about half a day left. He's hungry. Gonna take him back to the restaurant, at least while he's in training, because I'm gonna use every stat boost that we can get to our advantage here, because oh my lord, we are going to need them. We are really going to need them. So go in here. That, and by the time you start getting sirloins when Vegimon's in the city, it actually isn't too bad of an idea to, you know, start taking your Digimon to the restaurant, because you'll be able to sell the sirloins to make a lot of money. Right, red hot ramen, offense and brains up 1. Happiness up, tiredness down. The reason I'm also doing that, apart from the very minor stat boosts, is to put his tiredness down. So we have to spend less time resting so he doesn't get fatigued. And we can then obviously spend more time in the gym. Centaur Clinic. It's a clinic with a centaur. But yeah, to those of you who are still watching this playthrough, thank you very much. Get rid of his tiredness. Oh, he's fine. We're training rather gently here then. But yeah, to those of you who are still watching the run, thank you very much. The support has been really nice on both my first Digimon run and my Nanimon challenge run. Sorry, that really amused me. Hearing both the Tsunomon bounce at the same time really did amuse me. Okay. Right. Got it. Good. Very good. Nice. Green gym. Now then. Okay. How are we looking stat-wise? Right. Couple more on HP and MP. We're not taking you back to the restaurant again this time. It's going to take up too much time. Okay. Good. Waterfall. Very nice. Now, defense. Right. Have we got a portable potty? Yes, we do. It'll be quicker. Excuse me, you will be scolded. Dude's tired again? Yes, of course you are. Eat the portable potty first. Go to sleep. Alright. Very nice. Now then. How we looking? Right, a bit more on speed and brains. Very nice. I'm not going to take you to the restaurant this time as well, because you're probably going to digivolve soon. So we've got to spend as much time as we can boosting stats. He's got to almost be there at the point of digivolving. He must be. Toilet again? Right, okay. Very balanced. Very balanced stats. But yeah, because if I'm to show you every single day of this training diary, it will take way too long. And I like to keep these parts within an hour. I will basically... Like I said, I'll show you to the point where he digivolves to a rookie. And then... Yeah, as I already explained, we'll skip forward at certain points of him being a rookie, so you have stat updates. Then just as it's the time for him to digivolve, I will, you know, turn him into a Nanimon. Alright. Okay, a bit of MP training now. Is he still not gonna digivolve? Yeah, fine by me. More time to train. Now he's digivolving to a rookie. This should be good. Now, I wasn't keeping track of the stat calculations, so I'm not sure which one we're going to get, but we got a Lekmon. Okay. Fine by me. Alright, dude's tired. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let him sleep, and then we will... Ooh, some nice boost to his offense and speed there. I'll let the dude sleep, and then what we're going to do, we'll resume about a day into his training, so you can have some updates. That's the plan. Alrighty guys, and we're back. This is how we're looking now. 2.5, maybe 3 days into Lekmon's training. I have purposefully kept his HP and MP stats to a minimum to pretty much prevent him from digivolving into anything, so we can... Well, I've kept his HP and MP stats down because most of the Digivolution requirements for a Lekmon need either his HP or MP to be above 1,000. If you've taken a road with minimal care mistakes, which we have, so I can now use that to generate an extra 6 hours of training time in order to get our Elecmon's stats up as high as possible before we force him to digivolve into a Nanimon. So yes, that's the plan. I'm gonna go for a couple of hours of extra training, just so you guys can see what we're up to here. And then what I will do is resume when it's time to turn him into a Nanimon. Right, hungry. Have a meat, my dude. Meat is a tasty treat. But yeah, everything that you've seen off camera has been probably about an extra half an hour. Well, probably, no, maybe 20-25 minutes. So I decided to trim that down. If you guys ever want the full experience where you just want to see like a full hour of training, let me know in the comments. If you want to see how I actually train Digimon, then I'm more than happy to show you. Especially since I know a lot of you people check out my guides. Alright? Good. Now, his stats are well balanced. So our next focus will be to just pile as much into his HP and MP as possible and just reinforce his stats as best we can. Okay. First of all, MP. Excellent. Right, somebody needs to go to the toilet. Okay, let's go. But yeah, I've been mulling over an idea, and I'm gonna run it past those of you who watch these videos. If you've watched up to this point, do comment on this idea of mine. I'm thinking of doing advanced Digivolution guides. You've seen how we do the, the simple Digivolution guides. I'm thinking of doing advanced ones, which is basically, they'll probably be without commentary, or with minimal commentary, and you'll just see me train a Digimon through its rookie stage, all the way through to being a champion, so you can just watch the training and see exactly what to do through training to get the Digimon you want. Now, it's just an idea, but yeah. Feel free to share your thoughts on that one if you think it's a good idea or a bad idea. Always happy to hear what you guys think. In fact, I'm considering doing that for maybe Leomon, because Leomon is quite a finicky Digimon to get. We'll take him to the restaurant. He requires pretty much 1 or no care mistakes, and like all of his core stats, or at least 4 or 5 of his core stats over like 100. So he requires everything over 100, his HP over 1,000, and pretty much minimal to no care mistakes, and either a high happiness or discipline, which would be quite hard for some people who don't know the game, or its inner workings to at least a reasonable level to do. So I'm thinking it might be best to show that in an advanced Digivolution guide. And to be fair as well, by the looks of things here, we are really on track to actually getting a Leomon here. Like, if this wasn't a Nanimon guide, or sorry, a Nanimon playthrough, we would be on track to getting a Leomon. I just have to, we haven't made any care mistakes, we have a very high happiness and discipline, in fact both bars are nearly full, all of his 4 core stats, offense, defense, speed, and brains are over 100, or 100 or more, the only thing we'd have to do is spend a good few hours plowing... stomach there. Yeah, my stomach just bothered me for a second. As I was saying, we'd have to just spend a few training sessions plowing points into his HP to get it over 1,000. And then we'd pretty much be guaranteed a Leomon. So yeah, just some food for thought there, guys. And yeah, we're gonna return to the gym, and I will resume when it's pretty much time for us to get our Nanimon. And then once we have Nanimon, what I'm gonna do is some more grinding off screen to get our Nanimon to an even keel before we can, you know, actually go out and start challenging the game again. Challenging been an active word. But yeah, we'll return when it's time to get Nanimon. And we have another Nanimon, guys. That took about 5 minutes of scolding and praising off screen to get, but we got one. It gave us a shred of our discipline bar back. Okay, so now I have to indulge in the very fun task of carrying on training this guy off screen. For reference, we've already been training off screen for probably about... For the half an hour you've seen in this playthrough part, we've probably spent another half an hour, maybe 40 minutes, training off screen. I now have to train this guy even more, get his happiness and discipline back up to an even keel, and go to Lava Cave to get the leftover offense chips from there, because once I've managed to raise his stats to a reasonable enough level, we are going to finish this part by piling all the other chips we've acquired down him, which is going to make him eat all of the chips to try and pad out his stats as best we can. That's the plan, at least, because now, as you saw in the earlier parts of the run, because his happiness is so low, he's going to start dissolving his own stats to raise his happiness. So all that effort we've just put in is now going to be lowered. The joys of a Nanimon run, guys. It's all terribly fun stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go and first, I'm gonna do one more thing before I go off camera and carry on our training regimen. I'm going to grab a happy mushroom from the item bank, because that will at least mitigate some of the stat losses we are going to take here while attempting to do this. So we'll put the rain plant away for a minute, grab the happy mushroom, perfect, and give him the happy mushroom. Oh, that barely did anything. Oh, this is going to be fun. Get the rain plant back. And yeah. Right, we have 2 offense chips, 2 brain chips, and 2 HP chips. He's going to be getting all of those to speed this up slightly. Once we've done a bit more training, of course, which is naturally, you know, not restricted, but is training with reduced effectiveness because he's a Nanimon. So, I'll be back once we've trained him up and got all the leftover chips we need. Because like I said, we're just going to pile this one with chips and try and, you know, offset some of his stat issues. So yeah, we'll be back once I've turned this guy into something reasonable. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. Alrighty guys, and we are back. Now, hear me out for a second. We are now 7 days into this Nanimon's lifespan. And as you saw from the last one, he lived to about 13. This is going to take us a very long time, and this is the best we have so far. If I spend another 2 days training, we might be able to get him close to where he was before if we shovel both of the HP chips, both of the offense chips, and both of the brains chips down him. We should be able to get him to the point where most of his stats are around the 200 mark again, and his HP stat is around the low 2000s or low to mid 2000s. But that will only leave us 4 in-game days to actually get things done before we start running out of time on our next Nanimon. So, I have a really, really crazy strategy in mind here, right? And hear me out. We have in our inventory 26 medium recoveries. Now, do you remember the super defense disc exploit that I showed you, where you can sell all of your medium recoveries or trade all of your medium recoveries with Mojimon for defense discs, and then sell the super defense discs for like 2,000 bits a piece? Alright guys, do the math. Do the math. Right? So, 1 super defense disc will be worth 2,000 bits. We have 26 medium recoveries here. So, 5 medium recoveries will amount to, you guessed it, 10,000 bits. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're going to be able to get 52,000 bits worth of money from selling super defense discs. But that's not all. I'm going to go and do it twice. So I'm going to then buy about, I don't know, how many can we buy? I'll buy 100 more medium recoveries. Then trade them all for super defense discs. I'll buy 50 medium recoveries. And then trade all of them for super defense discs. And then sell all of those. So double that total, we'll be able to get 104,000 bits. And then I'm going to stand in front of the Digimon card machine in the item shop, buy a ton of Digimon cards, put my luck in the hands of RNG, hope we get some good cards, and then trade a truckload of them with Shogun Gekkomon to get money for chips, and then just pile chips down our Nanimon until he's got the strength of a high level freaking ultimate. It's the best thing I can think of doing right now, and it's one of those crazy, game breaking freaking strats, those like exploits you see people doing. Just it's like a crazy exploit to the 8th degree, but I can't see any other way of us doing this in a reasonable frame of time. So I'm gonna go and do just that, and then I will be back to round off this part when we have a truckload of Digimon cards and money. I'll be right back. Let's praise our boy Nanimon, shall we? He's doing well. Okay. So, I traded a ridiculous number, something like 100 and... Oh god, how many did I trade? Probably in the end, I repeated that cycle that you saw a moment ago of trading defense discs, getting more gil, and farming at the card machine. Probably twice for the card machine spamming and 3 times for the disc trading. Amassed 250,000 gil and sat in front of the card machine on 2 separate occasions for about 10 minutes each. We spent about 250,000 gil, bought 2,500 cards, and get this, right? This is crazy. 4 Phoenix Mons, 4 Hercules Kabuterimons, 3 Mega Seadramons, 5 Shogun Gekkomons, 6 Myotismon, but yet we only got 1 Angemon, right? We ended up getting common cards, or you know, reasonably rare cards, like Greymon we got like 5 times, but yet we ended up getting some like rare cards, less than ultra rare cards. I mean, look at that. 5 or 6 Myotis, yep. 5 Shogun Gekkomon and 6 Myotismon, it's crazy. So what I'm going to do now is head to Volume Villa and trade all the reasonably rare cards down until we have just 1 of each, and then I'll be back once we have our total merit points and see how many chips we can buy. This is going to be crazy. I'll see you guys at Volume Villa. I can't trade Digimon cards with Shogun Gekkomon until I've first gone into Misty Trees and spoken to Cherrymon. Now, for those of you who are uninitiated, Misty Trees is an absolute murder hole filled with really strong Digimon. So I'm just gonna have to... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head back to the city, regroup, do a bit more training off camera, and go into Misty Trees. We don't have a choice at this point. So, I'll be right back, yet again. Oh, this run is agony. This run is agony. So yeah, we'll go and do that. We don't have a choice. So I'll see you guys on the next in-game day. Alrighty guys, after traipsing through Misty Trees and bumping into a stupid, and I mean stupid amount of Fugamons, we have found Cherrymon. So I'm gonna play through this bit so you guys can see the lore. Welcome, young man. You're Cherrymon, right? What do you want with an old man like me? First, clear the fog. So that's it. I see. Can't you do it? First, listen to what I have to say. Now, where should I begin? If you know about the emergency on the island, please tell me about it. Please tell me about it. Words, Silver. Please tell me about it. I see, the emergency. This island began to change 80 years ago after the land This island began to change 80 years ago after the land changes happened. Wow, this localization is very loose. The northeastern parts of the island suddenly appeared 80 years ago. Since then, Digimon started to move away, the species separated, and each species started to speak their own tongue. They forgot the language they used in the city. In the end, File City lost most of its population of Digimon. Well, that's not good. Then Digimon began to lose their memory. The island's history, their past, their senses getting worse day by day. But I have something important to tell you. But I can't remember it either. He remembers he has something important to tell us, but can't remember it. Okay. However, all will come together in the end. Someone compels it to be so. In time, Digimon will come to think of the emergency as normal. The only thing that can stop this is you and the power of File City to unify Digimon. God, that paragraph. The only thing that can stop this is you and the power of File City to unify Digimon. Gather Digimon in the city and create a miracle. It will definitely happen. Well, I got all worked up. Phew. I've said it all. Now, let's get rid of the fog. The reason for the fog was to be able to speak to you. Oh, one more thing. There are others in the forest who know about the past. Go deep into the forest to find them, if you can. Just kind of shimmied out the way. Good. Right. And we ended up bumping into 2 Fugamons while we were actually in the forest. We had to spam a lot of our MP floppies and small recoveries to get past them. So we burnt through like 20 or 30 small recoveries, 15 MP floppies and like 4 mediums. But we did actually get some reasonable stat boosts across the board. Amounts to like, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 points on each stat, so that was worth it. Anyway, I'll be back as soon as we have began trading cards with Shogun Gekkomon. So after that mess, we can carry on our little training strategy. And I'm not going to walk back through Misty Trees again. That was murder. We are going to autopilot back. Shogun is collecting rare items. He used to collect rare cards. Really into Digimon cards. If you bring a rare card, he'll give you merit points. You can collect merit points and trade them for items. Okay. Can I trade them now? Oh, you have to speak to that Gekkomon first. Alright. Right. I was really worried then. Show Digimon card. God knows we have a lot of the rare ones. Right. So we have a lot of the rare ones. Right, okay. Alright, I'll be back once we have sold all of the good cards or traded all the good cards and got as much merit points as we can. So the moment of truth will be upon you very shortly. How many merit points will we get and how many chips will we afford? We have sold I was originally going to just sell each card until we had one left of each, but it wasn't going to be anywhere near enough. So I sold every single card we have, and it amounts to 4,706 points. That's enough for, if we go by the point system, or the merit points, totals, enough for almost 6 chips, so we could buy one of each. That's going to be nowhere near enough. So do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I am going to do? I am going to go and repeat this entire process one last time, sell or trade off all 40 something of my medium recoveries I have left, get a truckload more cards, and then I'm going to return when we have gotten even more merit points. So I will be back, guys. Hold on. The next time we resume, we'll be back here, having traded even more cards and done it all over again. And we are back. It has been an hour of real world time since I last spoken to you. We have repeated the disc trading, card grinding and trading cycle again, and we've reached 8,000 merit points. That is enough to get 10 chips. 10. So, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to very quickly bin some of our cheaper items to make some space. Small recoveries can go, drop the lot of them, they can be easily replaced, they're cheap. And this meat can go as well. Yep, fine by me. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Not enough. Throw the giant meat as well. Yep, I'm sure. Alright, now we've got enough to get 5 different types of chips. So, we've already got offense chips and HP chips. So we want 2 MP chips. Nope, we don't have any Digimon cards left. So we want 2 MP chips. We want 2 quick chips. I've got to stop pressing that menu prompt. And I've made an executive decision as well. Right, we want 2 defense chips. My executive decision being that we are not going to use these chips on this Nanimon. Right, so we've got 2 of those, already got 2 of those. And there's a reason for that. Because, well, put simply, we're also going to buy the amazing rod while we're here. Right, so how many chips have we got? Special item. Right, so we got 2 quick chips, 2 defense chips, 3 MP chips, and a HP chip. So, for good measure, I think we might buy one more offense chip. Good. Alright, that works. There we go. And we've got 692 left for later. There's a reason I'm not going to use all of the chips on this Nanimon, because he's almost 9 years old. In a few days he's going to fade away, so I've now decided that I'm going to stockpile all of those chips for our next Nanimon, and the next part of our playthrough, after I've done some additional grinding off screen to make him a bit stronger, we'll be getting a few more Digimon into the city, finding more chips in various different places scattered around the world. I'm sure there's a few more in Ogre Fortress and a couple more in Lava Tunnel. And also trying to beat Monochrome's shop and get Monochrome into the city. So at this point we have a ridiculous amount of chips. Right, so at this point we have 3 offense chips, 2 defense chips, a brain chip, a quick chip, 3 HP chips and 3 MP chips. And the next Nanimon we get after this one is just going to be fed all of those chips at once. Every single one. And we're just going to use the next Nanimon we get to power through the game. While this one is going to be used to just get a few more Digimon to join the city and, you know, maybe grab a few more chips that are hidden around the world. So, we're going to finish with a bit of light training. And then this absolutely crazy playthrough part, because, oh yeah, by the way, remember how I said I started playing this at about 8 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, it's pretty much 2 in the afternoon. This playthrough part will only be an hour long for you, but I have spent pretty much 4 hours off camera you know, grinding here. So, hopefully, you folks enjoy it. Alright, so by the time our next playthrough part rolls along, I'll have done some more grinding off screen, and we will be about ready to go get some more Digimon to join the city. So guys, I have been Silver, your host. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon or night, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys.
Yeah.